Alright, so let's see. We're going to give this a shot and see how this works. I'm going to drive a couple miles and then review it, make sure I get sound, and we'll go from there. Alright? I got some traffic. Go. Got my visor down. I can't see what I'm looking at, but you guys can probably see it. This is my first vlog, or mlog, a motorcycle vlog. Going down Route 2/Route 4 towards Farmington through Wilton. I started in J. I know it all sounds like it's 3 different towns and it's pretty far away, but I'm actually right at the corner of all 3. Excuse me. So I'm riding a 2001 Harley-Davidson Dyna Super Glide. It's my first rideable Harley that I've owned. I haven't ridden many bikes. I may probably count them on one hand. This is my first fully functional motorcycle. And I gotta tell you, the person who took care of it before I did a really good job. She's a pretty bike. Haven't come up with a name for her yet, but you know, that'll come. It's beautiful. It's 90 degrees out. I'm wearing a black hoodie, but it's got the protection I need in case, you know, God forbid something happens. I'm finding that the motorcycle scene up here in Maine, the culture, or if I could say the people, the culture, yeah, all that stuff, can be kind of intimidating at first. As being not only new to Maine, you know, within the last year and a half, 2 years or so, finding people to ride with, just not having many friends up here yet. You know, it's, you know, I know that's going to change soon, hopefully, but I joined I guess you could say a group, not a club, but a group. And first meeting is at the first week of June. Hopefully that goes well, and I can start getting more involved with my two-wheeled peers, I guess you could say. But getting that wave from other bikers, other riders, is really cool. It's probably one of the best things. Is, you know, it's like I'd be riding around in a car, I'd see a bunch of bikes going by, and I'd stick my hand out and try to wave at them, and you know, they don't even consider you waving back. Obviously, you're in a car, you're on 4 wheels, but you know, when you have 2 wheels, they see you coming. I anticipate the wave, and I don't know if I think there's a few different types of waves. You get the downward peace symbol, you get the outward open palm, you get the straight up in the air. There's just several different types of waves, and I don't know if it's conducive to what the people are riding, or what group they belong to, or what they support and whatnot, but I just kind of stick my hand out there and say, "What's up, my fellow brethren? How you doing? Enjoy your day and be safe." All those things can be said with a simple hand gesture. I can kind of attribute it a lot to when I'm playing music. when I'm playing music, I play saxophone. So when I'm playing music, I can look across the stage at my bandmates, and totally get their vibe, their communication, what we're talking about, and have a total conversation with them just by a glance, a nod, some type of body gesture. And it's kind of how we feel, riding around. Is these are like my fellow bandmates, and it's really something special, and I'm really proud of being a part of, even though I've only met a few people, ridden with a few people. It was something special. I liked it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. So so now I'm in J, and it's a really nice road. It's a nice day out. I know it's really hot, but this thing has great air conditioning. And it's what I like the most, is the wind, the air, that rush, being open. It's really enjoyable. It is very therapeutic, and I've heard a lot of people, watched a lot of videos, of other people talking about how it's therapeutic to be on twos, and how much it takes away from everything else. And again, I can put this back to music. That's not hard at all to do, because there'll be a moment being up on stage, or even just in practice, or when I'm playing alone, where I close my eyes, I feel the beat, I feel the rhythm, I hear the crowd, but it's all about me, because it's my next note that matters the most to me, and how I play. I close my eyes and feel nothing but the music, nothing but what comes next, what my next note is, what my next cue is. Do I have a solo coming up? Planning ahead is it's instantaneous when it comes to music. A lot of it could be muscle memory, and whatnot, but there's so much to look forward to when playing, and it's almost the same thing when riding a motorcycle. It's like, oh, I know there's a quarter coming up, so I'm gonna give that a shot, and that's gonna be fun, and then you muscle through it, and if it's a strong corner, and and you get a little nervous or whatever, it gets your adrenaline pumping, and it's the different type of feelings that it gives you of joy, bliss, I don't know, which is Zen, whatever you want to call it. That's your word. It's not mine. I don't know what my word is. I kind of think of it as resting in a way. Being in a comfortable spot with yourself. I know a philosophy from Goob. It's how you take it. That's how you use it. But I don't know. There's a lot that you can get from riding a motorcycle, playing music. Ooh, like that corner. There's a lot that you can get from it. And you can see little kids smiling at you, waving and jumping up and down, and just the sound of a motorcycle revving by or a group of motorcycles, which is even cooler. And you're just like, oh, that's so cool. I wish I could be part of something like that, and now I am, and I'm trying to find the where I fit in this motorcycle community, and and that'll come to me, I'm sure. So I'll figure that out then. And for now, I'm just trying to enjoy it. And be part of my own thing. I get bored. And I think about riding. I get anxious or anxiety, that type of thing. It's like I think about riding. And try to enjoy it. Try to put things out of my head that don't belong there. Or if I'm in my head and I can't get out of it, it's great. There's a lot of people that I could thank that don't know me and that I don't know, but I've watched, I've listened, I've taken notes, I've used their teachings, and not just learning how to ride, but relearning how to ride. When I was just a kid, just a small kid, my dad, he had a 68 Sportster 900, shift on the right, blah, blah, blah. Pieces of that bike are still around today, but I rode in the gas tank of that bike, riding through Newton Center with my brother on the back when I was, 5 years old, somewhere around there. And I'll never forget that, waving to cops and saying hi, and they thought it was cute. And, you do that today and you get locked up for that. You get your kids taken away. All that shit. So I wouldn't dare do that now. It's like I'll throw one of them on the back, and have fun that way, because that's enjoyable. To get to share it with someone, that to me is, it's what my dad did. It's like my dad took me everywhere, and I could hear his Harley. He had a 1988 Electric Glide Classic. It was red, dresser, and I remember taking his maiden voyage down to go see my Uncle Gigi, who also rode, and him standing up on his bicycle on the top of the Sagamore Bridge, waving his hands in the air, wiggling his butt in my face, and me freaking out. It's quite a memory, and I tell a lot of people about that memory because it was a very memorable experience, and I couldn't think of a better way of experiencing that with him. So but besides that, there's the YouTubers that I could thank. There's probably 6 or 7 of them out there. 6 or 7 of them out there that I paid great attention to. Dan the fireman, I'm going to give him one. He's very informative. There's oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Fast Eddie. There's Doc Harley. He's good tips about fixing things and getting them where they should be. Let's see, the Dynamaniacs guys. Was it Dino Dan? No, is it Dino Dan? Yeah, I think that is Dino Dan. But anyway, all these guys that reminded me about pushing to turn, counter steering, and how awkward it feels, but it's right, it's accurate. That's how it works, and it's such a weird concept, but it's accurate. And if I wasn't reminded of that, I probably would have forgotten. So I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. There's a lady biker up ahead of me. I'm not trying to catch up, I'm just giving up because it's 55 here. Anyway, I'm really happy with this, as long as I can maintain it and keep it running, keep it smooth, keep it clean, keep it off the ground. except where it's supposed to be on the ground. I really like it, and I wish everybody could have this experience, for themselves, so that they could feel it. Oh, that's a nice trike. That's great looking. So I'm heading up to Smalls Falls. Like I said, it's only about 45 minutes from my house. It's probably going to take me a little bit longer because I'm going to drive like a granny. I'm hoping that the sound is coming out on this. I won't know. This is my first time. So, and if it sounds muffly, scratchy, and whatever, deal with it, my friends. Deal with it, because you probably won't even see it. God, it's beautiful out. So hyper awareness. It's like I know it seems like there are certain situations where people are hyper aware of things. Like when let's say you're going to a concert, you're aware of your, where you parked, what entrance to go in, the people that are sitting around you and whatnot. Obviously the musicians of the concert that's going on. When you're riding a motorcycle, it's like your attention is put onto the road, and everybody out there, and I heard this and I laughed, everybody out there is trying to kill you. So pretend you're invisible, and nobody can see you. So, you wiggle a little bit, to make sure that yourself is seen when you come up to an intersection. I do that, and that's kind of freaky, because people kind of just pull out and don't give a damn. You're just another raccoon on the ground. There's lots of ways to be visible. It's like I'm wearing black, but my bike is bright. It's not a black bike. It's not dark. It's loud. So I like to make sure that everybody can see me, and I don't care how fast I'm going. The people behind me can go either just as fast or try to find a way to pass me, because I'm not out here to ride their pace. Don't go out there to ride. Listen to me, I'm starting to teach you now. Don't go out there to ride somebody else's pace. Ride your ride. That's I keep hearing that all the time. Ride your ride. If you're comfortable going 45 miles an hour in a 55 mile an hour zone, 10 below or 10 above, that's kind of what I see it as. And when I'm on my motorcycle, I go 10 below sometimes, 5 below or right on it. Like I'm going 50, it's a 55, downhill. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I think I'm in Strong is the name of the town. But just enjoying it, waving to other biker guys, feeling part of a crowd of strangers, a group of family of strangers, like all these redheaded stepchildren, siblings that I haven't met yet, and which I'm looking forward to. It's I keep saying that word. This is a better word. I've been waiting years. I'm 46 years old. I've been waiting to have my own motorcycle for a very long time. And to my own fault is, I didn't start earlier. My brother and my father, they got to ride together when my father was alive, which I'm jealous of. Of course, my uncle as well. He's not around anymore either, and I wish I got to ride with him too. But now I'm trying to start my own stuff. Who am I going to ride with? Who's riding next to me? It's like my dad is always around. I know he's always with me. He's always going to be with me. My mom, she's out there too, and both of them rode on motorcycles. My mother didn't ride; she was a passenger. Shall we say, Al was a more smoother shifter than my father was. I really enjoyed going with my dad's bike. I could hear that thing coming down the street like a mile away, and I knew exactly what his bike sounded like. And I was young. I was so excited to see him rumbling up. Even in my 20s, when I had my own first house, and I'd hear him I knew he'd be coming over, and I could hear him coming down the road, and like, that's my dad. And that was great. I got a lot of stories about my dad on his motorcycle. About my dad, and that's where I learned most of it. He was a wrench turner. He was, if he couldn't fix it, he'd use duct tape, zip ties, and bungee cords. And if he couldn't fix it with those things, he'd make sure nobody could fix it. That's just how he was. And I think he liked it that way. So, but I don't know. It's beautiful. Now, of course, I got to worry about other people and not take my eyes off the road. But talking has given me some sense of comfort. I don't even know who I'm talking to. If I just wind up talking to myself and never share this. And if you don't share this, Dave, by now, then you shouldn't share it at all. And heading north. Pretty sure I'm on Route 2. And it's just a beautiful, along the river, beautiful road. I'm going to pull over in a couple minutes and see if I can get my GoPro to turn on, grab a drink. So, I miss my friends down in Mass. I know you guys are riding. For some of you that are, keep it upright. Ride it like I stole it. Watch out for road debris. There's a milkshake. Yeah, that's, oh gosh. I had a day of firsts. Yep. Dead battery, ran out of gas, ran over a squirrel. You name it. I did it that day. I don't want to do it again. Oh my god, I hate trucks. Big logging, final destination trucks. Those things suck. And then when you go by you, they just blast you with air. So you gotta make sure that you're got a good grip. Not too tight, but you got a good grip. Wow. I don't know what else to say. I'm just enjoying myself. So haven't been down this way in a long time. Let's see where this is going to take me here. Alright, so there's 145, which brings you Strong, St. Phillips. We're going to go straight. Going along the river here. Maybe find a shady spot. Pull over for a minute. I gotta find the right pegboards. Foot pegs on my feet. I feel like they're always slipping off. I probably don't have the right riding shoes on either. Sneakers, boots, whatever. Wear boots. Always wear boots. This guy. I love that sound. feel that heat. Like I said, this thing has great air conditioning. Watch this. Ready? Oh, that wasn't so good. that was my ride. That was fun. I'm going to stop for now and record my ride home.